వ్యూస్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ను సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, మా వీడియోలను లైక్ చేయండి.
బ్రదర్ జస్టిస్ చంద్రకుమార్, శ్రీ అశోక్ రెడ్డి, శ్రీ రమణారావు, శ్రీ సాగర్ కుమార్, several of the matured brains, many of you are all senior journalists having sufficient maturity. This problem of yours, in my opinion, is a simple problem, though it is viewed as a very complex one. I will be just narrating the reasons. At the outset, I say that I recall to my memory about my participation in a journalist meet at India International Center a decade ago, wherein several of the problems of the journalists had been extensively discussed, inclusive of the housing accommodation, the housing societies, and the role of the respective governments in accommodating the journalists. The unanimous opinion was that the governments to be liberal in extending the helping hand to the journalists and the reporters, the media personnel. Several other complex issues had been discussed. I am not going to touch those aspects. I had thoroughly gone through the complete material delivered to me. It is not as though it is new to me. I know all these judgments even previously. But however, to satisfy Mr. Ramanarao and Sagar Kumar, who had delivered this material to me, I had again gone through commencing from the GOs, the division bench decision, the two interim orders, followed by the final verdict. Whether it is 3-judge bench or 2-judge bench and all that, relating to the binding precedent or Article 141 of the Constitution of India, these aspects need not detain us, for the reason that it is settled position that when even a 2-judge bench, they deliver a final verdict, the interim orders do merge into the final verdict. I am not at that point at all. But what I prima facie felt was that normally in policy matters, while exercising the power of judicial review, the courts will be reluctant to interfere except in cases where such policies are totally detrimental to the interest of the public. I am not at the point whether the judgments are right or wrong, since it may be unfair on my part to sit over the verdicts which had been already delivered. I leave it there. But what I am saying is, when specifically liberty had been given at para 95, either to reconsider or the respective governments to choose their path, whatever may be the other observations, maybe relating to the payments, relating to the refund. All these aspects, they are subject to that liberty which had been given to the government. So, my considered opinion legally is that the ball again is in government's court. It is the prerogative of the government again, maybe subject to certain limitations or observations which were made in the judgment. To get over those observations, there is no difficulty at all. That's my opinion. That's how I felt it after thoroughly going through the judgment twice or thrice. Another aspect is, this is very important and interesting, and a difficult process also at the governmental level. There are certain instances at national level where even a single instance land transaction had been upheld by the legislative prerogative instead of executive fiat. The issuance of GOs, this is on executive side, this is executive fiat. There is yet another superior mode, the legislative mode. The legislative wing, the government, if really they intend to help you and they intend to extend a helping hand to you, make a representation, see that the representatives, they support you, support your right cause. I assert this twice or thrice, that your cause is a right cause, a just cause. Since the journalists, the fourth wing, they stand on a higher footing, though commercially or economically, you may not stand on a higher footing. In polity or governance, definitely you stand on a higher footing and you are entitled for your rights. I know the quarrels and the fights and the attacks and the challenges which normally the reporters and the journalists, they face. Several controversial issues are there. I am not touching that aspect at all. I made it very clear to even Mr. Ramana Rao that when it is controversial, please don't invite me. They made it very clear that there is no controversy at all, sir. Just you give a legal opinion, that's more than sufficient. Another aspect it is brought to my notice, no doubt I had gone through the legal opinion given by Vedur Venkatramana and also the certificate given by Siddhartha Lothra in support of the curative petition. This curative petition is a rare extreme step at the apex court. No doubt, though I expressed some opinion when they approached me, I hope and trust that this is a fit case where the apex court also may exercise its jurisdiction and issue suitable directions clarifying the judgment under Article 142 of the Constitution of India. Let us hope for the best. If any further opinion from my side on legal aspects, if necessary in future, the organizers are at liberty to contact me. I will be at your disposal as far as this reasonable, just issue is concerned. Thank you.
వ్యూస్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్లో లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.